Thank you so much. Thank you, Shrita. And she's coming in from Alfred, New York. I did an installation there at a residency, and we met and kind of played a little bit, and yeah, so we try to do something like this again, and yeah, so we made it happen. Thank you for being a part of this. Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a blast. Absolutely. This was a blast and I loved it so much.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And, as a classical musician, the my first thought and why I turned to using Touch Designer the way that I do is to find these spots where there's boundaries and then allow whatever to happen across those. So in this case, it's in different locations. In our case, it's in the same location, and musically having movement change what's happening visually and sonically was a huge inspiration. uh, I I think I approached this a little bit more from the audio side of things. I'm very classically trained person. Got into computers and was very excited about that. Actually having like a really great last month or so. I played with Stevie Wonder last month, which was like great, and then had like a video project at Carnegie Hall that I was actually playing in with an orchestra, and then yesterday it was like wrapped like a Spike Lee film, just playing in the orchestra. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. It's it's really cool. I think with the community as well, how you can kind of be a part of all these other things and then also bring that into the room, and it's very much welcome. So it's yeah, it's nice. It's also nice to hear somebody talking about OSC messages and things. Very often I'm on a project, I'm the only person who knows anything about that, and they do not, you don't want to hear about that. So that goes. But maybe I can show you a few of the musical projects that I have going on here.
I'm not hearing too well.
Oh, uh, there's two mics. I got
That's okay.
so let's see here. Uh, there, and maybe I will turn off my mirroring, and you'll just see my computer here. And can everybody see this okay? Okay, great. So and all sorts of like audio devices and things here. So this should give us some sound. So here's some of the projects that I've worked on. I think probably would want to start with this. So with
Here we go from the beginning.
so in this case, I needed to find a solution during COVID. How can we all play together? But how can we also see each other? And this was everybody's kind of coming in from different locations. Everybody has their own channel of audio. So this is an entire orchestra from their homes. And I think people even have their videos turned off so that the audio goes through. And you'll kind of see a progression from doing things with audio to other locations and different things here.
Have that feeling of like
This
we're
is one of
making
my
music
earlier
together,
pieces.
like in real time after a whole year. Okay.
Still got my hat on. And then this is across from Lincoln Center. So I used a hotspot and I got the orchestra up on the screen there. So they didn't have internet in that space. And yeah, this is playing the same piece. And then this is me actually beaming into their concert hall when they were able to go back to playing together. And while I'm not like pushing things too hard visually here, I immediately was aware of the visual representation being really important. So it's like if you see yourself up there, if you see yourself on TV, that's kind of like what's happening, right? So this is a Make Music Day event in Poughkeepsie. So we had like a lot of people walking by. This is Nick Ravel and I are playing. So he's in Queens and I'm upstate. So I had a lot of people beaming in from around the world to play with people who came by. So this was like the first 10 minutes that we were open, and yeah, you can see I'm surprised. It's like, oh, it's like we're already getting people coming.
India, Kolkata, India, but today I'm in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm in upstate New York.
Coming in from Manhattan, Washington Heights, correct? Great.
I'm Melanie. I'm zooming in from on Long Island.
Hey everybody, my name is Nick and I play viola and I'm coming to you from Sunnyside, Queens.
Hi everybody, I'm Diego from Argentina, Buenos Aires, play violin.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Trevor New, artistic director of Engine Art, connecting through Make Music Poughkeepsie here, Trolley Barn with the Artifact. So we kind of started to build a little bit more in terms of like how can I have more people have more control over what's happening sonically, and this was kind of like the first iteration of okay, let's move our hands and see what happens. And as you can imagine, kids go crazy for like the glow ball going around. So it's been a really successful in schools and things. I'm hoping to make it something that you can just drop into a classroom and then use it for like a music class actually. So all of these things kind of culminated in a number of orchestral projects and some with dance as well. So you kind of saw some of the effects and things that we're using here. I think this is, yeah, so this is a pretty good representation of some of the things that been working on here. But if you know you're familiar with like the feedback effects and things like that, and what I wanted to do is also give the dancers space to see what they're doing and have it come back. So they're actually dealing with latency as well. So in finding the rate of feedback and the way they're moving as opposed to like what I'm playing, we can actually find a very close timing similar to how I do that with music as well, because we're all, you know, we're all listening to things with latency and seeing things with latency, and our reactions work that way as well. So this is the Variety Pack Collective. They choreographed a dance number that allows me to be in a different space than them. So they go do a show, I'll beam in, and then I'll go do something and they'll beam in that way as well. So kind of jump around, and so you can see this was that sort of glow ball effect. It's like the sort of God effect there. And yeah, I'll just jump to, it's like an orchestra project in here as well. Here's a little bit more with some dancers. And So I find that in the context of working with students and community and having, and I guess surprise also, people get to walk in and they're all of a sudden there's music, there's dance, and then they're on TV, like what's going on there? Can I do this? And I have all of that, working with synced up with Ableton, and you can also participate, over Zoom or any other sort of web conferencing software with all of these things. So that's what I ended up doing here, was bringing this group of students in.
So hi everyone, I'm Lucia, and I'm coming from Serbia, so kind of really far.
So Lucia's coming in from Serbia, Kiala is in Trinidad, Stellan's in upstate New York. So we had everybody sort of meeting together and playing and moving that way as well. Let's see here, and then I think this is kind of like one of my sort of large orchestra pieces here, and this is with 8 people in different time zones, so trying to bring the audience into the performance as well, and working that way. You'll recognize some familiar characters. And this was at the new school. And yeah, we happened to zoom in. One of the main people for the evening, he happened to have his arm was broken, but he used his other one, which is fortunate. And just if you're curious, so everybody that's pictured here is in oh yeah, you can see they're in a different location. There's nothing syncing them together but their musicianship, and we're able to kind of like keep time. So I always think that's really interesting. If you feel like everybody here is like very tech savvy, like you can experiment with this. It's kind of fun. I think I'll jump out of that one there. Great. So that's the gist of it there. Yeah, using this as kind of a hub for people to meet and connect through what's happening and playing is what I do. So yeah. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it's I have an Instagram. It's Vox Viola, VOXVIOLA, and if you're ever interested in playing, like, or anything like, or dancing or anything like that, I'm doing like some different things. So let me know. Yeah. In terms of the timing with the latency, yeah, it's done just by that. We have that natural built-in rhythmic sense that we have. It's kind of, I like to use the example of, there's the walrus or the seal at SeaWorld. Like, the only reason they can dance with Michael Jackson is because the trainer's on the side. They go out, giving them the cues. And then in terms of, so I generally use Zoom for visuals, and I'll be able to put that out through Siphon or NDI or something like that, and we can, route that all over the place. For audio, I find that using Clean Feed is really great, which is, it's a web-based only, if you send it to somebody, they don't have to worry about downloading anything. It's super high quality. It's like super stable. Yeah, I've used it over Wi-Fi pretty frequently as well, which is risky, but it worked out. Yeah, so paired with Zoom, and then usually an audio intermediary. Also, Video Ninja is great too. Any more questions? Okay. All right. Oh yeah, that's great.